Hello, this is James Lowrie, Admin Assistant for the Canadian League of Composers, with my fourth Moonshot 3 interview. In this one, I sit down with Rebecca Gray to talk about her new choral work, The Great Patch, which will be premiered Sunday, November 28th. There you go, recording in progress. Well, hello, Rebecca Gray.
Hello, James Lowrie.
So nice to meet you on the internet.
The internet is a beautiful place for meetings.
It is, and I like your green background. It pops.
I am squashed between my fridge
Wow.
and
Wow.
this is the only spare bit of wall in my entire apartment that isn't filled with Doctor Who posters, or I have this weird portrait of Stephen Harper as a vegetable that I just thought, you know what, let's not go there. So
that's true. Tell me about the Stephen Harper So tell us about the piece that you wrote.
Well, when I applied, we were given a prompt that it was going to be on the theme of kind of humans destroying the earth, which is, I think it's a tricky theme to adapt into music. I knew I didn't want to compose something that was like the sounds of glaciers melting and fires burning. I didn't want to just be like destruction, destruction, destruction. And I thrive on narrative. I'm an opera singer. That's where I live. So I wanted to find a way to tell more of a story in my piece. And one of the things that really interests me in my work is creating imagined spaces where objects who don't normally talk are talking, or people are communicating in impossible ways. So I decided I wanted to create a piece that would be set on the Great Pacific Garbage Patch, and would be a sort of day in the life with short movements from the perspective of different creatures and objects that find themselves washed up in this soup of garbage that's an impossible expanse in our Pacific Ocean. So with that idea, I found a young playwright in Toronto, and we kind of worked together to build a text. And it's, 4 different vignettes on life in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch.
That sounds really cool. What's it called?
The Great Patch.
Well, just on the way out, might mention, I believe you said tomorrow you're going to have another choral premiere with sound streams, right?
Yes.
And if people wanted to check that one out as well, how could they go about doing that?
I believe there's a Facebook event, or just Sound Streams RBC Bridges concert starting at 8 p.m. tomorrow. It's free. And it'll have another choral piece by myself, which is also a very imagined space kind of narrative work, where I've cobbled together a bunch of texts from social media around sudden loss and grieving. So it's very personal work, and I'm just super excited to finally hear it come to life tomorrow evening.
That's awesome. Tomorrow will be a few weeks ago, but that is the magic of online streaming now. That doesn't have to mean anything. But anyways, that's so exciting. You're a real choral composer now. That's a beautiful
I hope
thing.
so. I love choir. I think it's just, you have this sort of meta being, and it's amazing for more abstract work because your concepts can just move from voice to voice, and each concept can contain multiple voices. And I'm so excited about bridging the operatic world that I'm really entrenched in with the choral world, and finding more ways to bring narrative to the choral scene and to kind of get away from these sort of church ideals, which I find still kind of dominate a lot of the vocal writing.
No, for sure. Well, that's interesting. Okay, well, nice to see you. I'm going to turn off the recording now. So, bye. That's it for today. Go into those show notes, get that link to that Facebook event so you can attend the live stream November 28th. See you there.